Are you looking to live here in Brazil and you are asking yourself, how can you live here legally, permanently? How can you get a visa? What kind of visa we have here to live here temporarily or permanently? So in this video I have researched a lot about this, the official government sites and other sites, and summarized everything you need to know, okay, in a quick and brief explanation for you that is a foreign, about the kinds of visas we have available here for foreigners. Okay, so stay with me till the end of this video, that I'm sure this will be worth it. Okay, so first of all, let's mention here what are the advantages to the foreign to have a residence here in Brazil. Okay, I've wrote down some advantages and some other advantages are in my head. Okay, the first advantage, the main advantage I see to the foreign is, first of all, your currency. If you make money in dollars or euros, your currency tends to buy more things here with the pass of the time, which means that our currency here depreciates at the time. And I don't see any time soon that this will change. Okay, maybe we have a lot of volatility in the short term, but if you take a graphic in the long term, okay, the dollar is always appreciating in relation here to Brazil for many reasons that I mention more deeply here in the channel. You can watch the other videos. Okay, that is another advantage, that Brazil is a very large country. Okay, is some kind of United States in Latin America. Okay, but without the cost of United States, because the United States cost of living is insane. Okay, you will have like beaches, cold climate, all kinds of climates, all kinds of experience here. Okay, it's a very diverse country with a lot of opportunities, a lot of people, and we will not have the cost you have in the United States. Actually, a lot less cost. Okay, which means that with a low amount of money you can make a life here in Brazil. Okay, if you got a permanent visa here, you can buy land properties here. Okay, which is very attractive because the lands here are very cheap when you compare to United States and other places. Okay, and you can use these lands to live here, to like build a business, like rent house and make like passive income, renting house. A lot of people do this here. They rent house, they have a lot of small house and they rent and they live on this income. And you can do this too. Okay, if you got a permanent visa, you can work and live here, okay, anytime you want. Okay, you can enjoy the access to the public system here, because the public system here serves even the tourists. Okay, if you are a tourist foreign, you can use the public health system here. Obviously, the health system, there is not a perfect health system in anywhere in the world. Okay, Brazil is not different, but many cities you have excellent access. Okay, obviously in big cities the access to these kinds of service, public service, many times will not be ideal, but there are many countryside like cities here, smaller cities, that the public system is a lot better and works a lot better. Okay, you can enjoy the climate here in Brazil. Okay, as I said, we have a diverse climate. If you like beach, if you like cold climate, you have everything here in terms of climate and diversity. Okay, if you are a permanent resident, you can make profitable investments here. Okay, you can initiate business, hire and fire at will. If you get permanent visa, you will get free access to the Mercosur countries that are neighbors here to Brazil. Okay, we have a lot of Latin America countries, so you get free access. You can go and back. Okay, and many countries in the world does not require visa for Brazilians. Okay, so you can get free access to a lot of countries, and Brazil allows you to have two citizenships. Okay, if you have another citizenship, you can get another citizenship, Brazilian one, and you can like have two citizenships. Okay, and Brazil, if you are worried about the future, you wanna live in a place that has abundance of food, of natural resource, that is far away from wars, okay, and things that are happening a lot these days, wars and trouble. Okay, Brazil is in a strategic position, very far away from all kinds of wars and conflicts. Brazil has not a historical involvement in these kinds of conflicts, so it's a very safe place to build a life, mainly if, okay, obviously if you make money in strong currency. Okay, if you wanna build your life from scratch here, making money in reais would be very difficult. Okay, I have to be sincere. Okay, but if you are already making money in strong currency, your life will be very easy here. Okay, so let's go to the first visa here, that is the tourist visa. Okay, the tourist visa is like you wanna come here to make tourism, allows to stay here in Brazil for 90 days. Okay, so it's a visa that is indicate this visa to get like an overview from here, Brazil, travel to some places and know better Brazil. If you have never been here to Brazil, come here, take this tourist visa and explore here. Generally, people that come here likes a lot, and they miss a lot coming back here in Brazil for many reasons that I show here in the channel. Another visa here is the CEO or administrator of small business. Okay, if you put down at least $97,000 in a business here, and you have to employ at least 10 employees here in Brazil, you can get a permanent visa here in Brazil. Obviously, you have to renew this. If I'm not wrong, is for each 2 or 3 years, I think. But after a while, you can get the permanent. You can apply. If I'm not wrong, is after 4 or 5 years, something like this. You can apply to the Brazilian citizenship and get your Brazilian citizenship. Okay. The other visa here is for chief executive officer or administrator of a corporation. Okay. If this multinational company have business here in Brazil and they hire you to be a CEO, administrator here, you can get this permanent visa, but you need to invest at least $200,000. Okay, it's a lot more expensive one, this, but I had to mention here because it's one of the possibilities. Okay, another possibility here is to be an investor. Okay, you can get a permanent resident visa if you invest at minimum $50,000 in production activity. Okay, or can be less than that with the condition you hire at least 10 Brazilians. Okay, there is another visa here that is for childbirth. Okay, if you have children with a Brazilian woman here, like, you can get the permanent visa because of your son. And that's it. Just have a child here and get your visa. It's simple like that. Obviously, there is a lot of bureaucracy here, things like that, but okay, it's a possibility. There is the visa for permanent family members. Okay, if you have any family members that applied to the permanent visa, you can get it too. And it includes dependent families such as the applicant spouse, the children under 21 years old, or parents. The family members of the applicant will be granted the same visa. However, the applicant family will be unable to get work visa in Brazil. That's good to remember, okay? Another visa here is the marriage with a Brazilian woman. Okay, so you can watch my videos here in the channel about dating Brazilian woman and take my tips and marry with a Brazilian woman here and get your visa here in Brazil. Okay, the documents you need is the marriage certificate, the applicant passport with 2 blank pages and validity for at least 6 months, a recent passport size photo, a certified copies of the children birth certificate, if applicable, and declaration of living here with Brazilian spouse. Okay, another very popular visa here is the retirement visa. Okay, you must have at least 60 years old to apply, and you can apply for you and a dependent. You must prove at least $2,000 per month in income, okay, every month in your bank account. And each dependent, new dependent, you have you must have $1,000 extra, okay, so have this in mind. But if you have at least $2,000 per month in a retirement, something like this, you can get a retirement permanent visa here in Brazil. Okay, what about renewing the permanent visa? Okay, the permanent visa is usually valid for 9 years, although certain groups, particularly investors, must renew their status after 3 years. Okay, however, this period is lowered to 2 years for foreign national involved in Brazilian startups. And there is this last visa here that is a recent one, but very nice rule. There is a lot of digital nomads today living all over the world. So you can get a digital nomad visa. And what do you need in this kind of visa? You need to prove at least $1,500 per month, okay, from this occupation. And or you must have at least $18,000 in your bank account. If you have $1,500 per month or $18,000 in your bank account, you can get the digital nomad visa. And there is a lot of other documents like proving you have a source of income, a job, a remote job, things like this. If you want private orientations about living here in Brazil, especially here in my city, that is one of the best cities in Brazil for the foreign, for the digital nomads, that is Fortaleza at the northeast. You can get in touch with me at the Facebook link I will put in the description of this video. Okay, there is this link for the group, the Facebook group, and I'm there. And if you have private individual questions, we can get in touch. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope I helped, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.